All right, we want to interrupt that Dana Jacobson package to show you Bernie Sanders in Vatican City, where he is being greeted by what sounds like a lot of supporters, people there cheering him on.
Yeah, pretty robust crowd. Just a little bit earlier, they were chanting his name, and he's having a hard time actually making it through the crowd, though there's a lot of media sort of jumping in front of him. He is going to be attending a conference today. He'll be addressing that conference with a speech, and it's focused on creating a moral economy.
That's right. This is something that he felt was very important to do. Let's go ahead and listen in.
About the need for a moral economy. In my country and around the world, we are seeing a handful of very, very wealthy people become wealthier, while most people are becoming poor. In fact, the top 1% of people on this planet now own more wealth than the bottom 99%. That to me is unacceptable. It is unsustainable. It is immoral. And together we have got to change that. And I have been enormously impressed by Pope Francis speaking out and his visionary views about creating a moral economy, an economy that works for all people, not just the people on top. And what he has said over and over again, we cannot allow the market just to do what the market does. That's not acceptable. We have got to ingrain moral principles into our economy. And there is no area where that is clearer than in the area of climate change. The greed of the fossil fuel industry is literally destroying our planet. The scientists are virtually unanimous. Climate change is real, and it is caused by human activity. It is already causing devastating problems all over this planet. And whether the fossil fuel industry likes it or not, we have got to transform our energy system away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy. And what Pope Francis has told us over and over again is we have the wealth to do that. We have the technology to do that. We have the know-how to do that. But we have got to confront is the greed of people who are so much more concerned about their own billions than the future of the children and the future of our planet. So I am just so excited to be here, so proud to be here with other like-minded people who are trying to do our best to create a moral economy. Jeff Sachs, where's Jeff?
Right here. Right here.
Jeff, come next to me. I want Jeff Sachs.
We can move back a little and keep them a little.
Jeff, why don't you say a few words? Excuse me.
I want to say how thrilled the participants are today at the Pontifical Academy of Social Sciences to greet Senator Sanders and hear his very powerful remarks today. All day we've been discussing the enormous crisis of inequality of income, the injustice of the world economy, because we've been reflecting on Centesimus Annus, on its 25th anniversary, where Pope John Paul II warned us of these things. If greed and power is let out of moral control, we lose. Senator Sanders has been making this point again and again, every part of my country and around the world, and I can tell you, because I've been with the participants, how thrilled the many of the leaders of this church and many of the participants from around the world are to welcome Senator Sanders here.
Senator Sanders, did you have a chance to say just a little bit about why this time away from the U.S. campaign trail is worthwhile for you and what you hope to see accomplished here?
Because I believe that the Pope has played a historical and incredible role in trying to create a new world economy and a new vision for the people of our planet. And what he is saying is that we cannot continue to go forward when so few have so much, and when greed is such a destructive force, not only in the United States, of course, but throughout this world. So I have long been a supporter of the economic vision of Pope Francis. His views on climate change have played a profound role. Let me tell you, I'm a member of the Senate Committee on the Environment. Pope Francis's encyclical has played a profound role in turning many people's minds around about the urgency of the moment in terms of dealing with climate change. So when I received this invitation, I know it's taking me away from the campaign trail for a day, but when I received this information, it was so moving to me that it was something that I could just simply not refuse to attend.
Senator Scheddebeck, can help you with the Catholic vote in New York?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Senator Sanders.
Senator Bernie Sanders there at the Vatican, taking some questions there from reporters, from some supporters. Apparently, there are people cheering him on there. Very happy to see Senator Sanders. And he is, as you pointed out earlier, Anne-Marie, there to deliver a speech on the urgency of a moral economy. He was also accompanied there by Jeffrey Sachs. He's the director of the Earth Institute. Jeffrey Sachs has been heavily involved in coming up with sustainable green proposals for the environment. Bernie saying that there is, and it's what he's been talking about ever since he entered this race for the presidency, the income inequality, whereas at one point he was talking about it in the United States, he's talking about it around the world.
Yeah, in fact, what you heard there in his first answer was taken directly from the speech that he's going to deliver a little later on. It's important to note that the likelihood of him meeting with Pope Francis is pretty low. In fact, he's probably not going to meet with Pope Francis. And to sort of clarify, too, that he wasn't invited to the Vatican by the Pope, but he was invited by the Pontifical Academy of Social Sciences. Typically, the Vatican does not wade into issues related to politics, though we have seen this Pope dabble here and there with some of the comments that he's made along the way.